Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Friday. I just recorded a recap, but I forgot to combine yesterday and today. I forgot that I didn't do a recap yesterday. But across both days, 100% win rate. You'll also notice that I think like if I showed my calendar view, a lot of these are um not populating right. Like I don't know what's going on with Broker Sync and this software. Or sorry, Broker Sync and Trader Sync. But for some reason, the trades, like some of my trades got deleted. Some of them like came in for the wrong amounts. So I was like missing a trade from this day and missing a trade from this day, which is weird because they were both on Wednesdays. Um, but I think that I might end up turning Broker Sync off and just manually add in any information I can, which is super annoying, but it's whatever. It's kind of what I was doing with TraderView for the most part. I just would like for Broker Sync to work. Um, we'll see. Honestly, I might not even these recaps. I might switch to once a week instead of every day, because I would. There aren't like really that many new lessons every day. I'm kind of just making the same mistakes, but I'll probably take more notes here and explain what's happening after that day, and then just recap what I noticed throughout the week. Um, but yeah, as far as yesterday goes, nothing crazy. I stuck to the plan. I think XPON, I actually moved my TP up when I didn't really need to. So you see the chart. There's opportunity for this to go lower. Didn't need to move it up, but it's whatever. Drawdown was $178 and return was 250. Let's see. That was BMRA. Just looks like standard just from the PNL. PPSI and XPON were two that one for PPSI I could have waited on my second entry a little bit. This 5-2 ad wasn't good. 5-4 was the better ad. That being said, it did work out anyway. Like the fact that I added there helped me instead of hurting me. And then I moved my profit target up when I didn't need to. It kind of smashed the profit target pretty easily. It was already so overextended. And then XPON, same thing, moved the profit target up when I didn't need to. So two mistakes there that costed me. But if we look at the calendar, we're sitting good. So the biggest problem I have is dragging take profits up. I really need to sit those out. But the thing is, I don't like risking so much. So I don't want to risk the trade going against me. I don't want to deal with that. So that's like another thing that's important is like when price comes down, how do you adjust your risk if you're short, right? And price comes down. Do you move your stop to break even? Do you how do you handle it? I think that I should just stick to my plan, but I've been thinking about it more and more in the fact that if I want to preserve capital, if that's how I want to shift my mindset to, then I have to make that adjustment. For now, I don't really need to preserve capital, right? And this July amount, by the way, just for reference, is $100 higher than it should be. But at this point, we're kind of playing with house money, so I don't need to preserve capital. I could take on more risk if I wanted to, but you don't want to get into that habit of potentially giving it back. And I figured if off my initial entry it continues higher, and I'm in a bit of a drawdown, and then it comes down to break even, do I get out there and just go on to the next trade? Like what determines whether or not I stay in that trade or get out? So it's tough. Like I don't know the best way. It just comes down to back testing. I feel like I have catered my strategy to work basically with such a high win rate to where I don't really need to make adjustments. That's why I've continued doing what I'm doing, and it's been paying. Um, but there's always room for improvement. It just comes down to crunching the numbers, and I just really haven't had time for it. I've been so tired to where I don't I don't want to fix something that isn't broken, right? So for now, I'm gonna keep doing this. I am gonna scale up. Um, I've built a good amount on my account so far. Withdrew some cash from my account, but at this point, I could scale up to risk, say, $300, maybe more on a trade. Probably not though. I'll probably do $300, um, since that should be good. Um, a good amount because I'll be targeting $200 winner per trade. So anyways, that's kind of where my mind's at this point. I need to stop dragging my take profit up because it doesn't help me. Like statistically speaking, it doesn't help me. It hurts me more than it helps me. Um, and and yeah, I just need to be more patient on my second ad and sometimes my first ad. A lot of times I'm tapping into those zones being shorted, but the best entry is right above it. So I'm considering trying to wait for that. And some days I do, some days I'm a little antsy and I don't. And I have this mindset of like, okay, I could just add again if it really breaks out hard. And that's not right because that first entry being good opens up a lot of possibility on how I can manage my position. So I'll try and, barrel that in my brain so I don't get too trigger happy and I could have much better average costs, which in turn means faster profits. I could be on to the next trade and the next trade much quicker. So yeah. Another thing, I'll probably end up moving to maybe once a week on these recaps and just journaling. I don't think there is enough net new information to continue doing these every day. I know at this point, we're a month and a half in. I know my weak points. I know what I'm doing well. I know what I'm doing badly. And it's just I think it just comes down to enforcing those. So I'll do a recap once a week. That way it could be a little more thorough. Maybe what I'm noticing. Honestly, maybe even twice a week. We'll see. But I want to actually work on a new project, and that's creating a better journaling software. I want to make one myself because I'm not super happy with TraderSync, and I think I could do it better. So I might build one using like AI or some shit, and then that will, I think, make me a lot more excited to do these because a lot of time I'm like sitting down and trying to film these, and it's just been hard to like navigate this app. There's like all these settings that I think are too much noise, and there's not enough customization. So I want to just build software that's exactly what I want to show when I'm doing these recaps, and can be much more informative. Um, and yeah, maybe like that could be an option to release for free to people. Um, so yeah, that's it for today on the week, strongest week since making the adjustments after the account blow up. In parentheses blow up, but yeah, this is I'm happy about this. So we'll keep going, and yeah, thank you for watching. Peace.